Got a little red meat prep. Got some sirloins here. Got them from Costco. Pretty fancy. I'm gonna cook up 2 of those right now, and then, well, the bougie one in the house, he only likes the tender steaks. The beast, filet mignon. But I like to cook them, cut in half, so they cook a lot faster. It's only like 2 or 3 minutes on the grill each side. It gets them about rare, so when we reheat them, we're having medium rare meat. Not too tough, but it's the way I do it. Dab all the extra blood off of there. Each sirloin steak here, we'll do those first, and then we'll roll over to the fillets. But see how fat they are? They're like 2 inches thick. So I'll cut them in half so they're about 1 inch thick. And then we'll sea salt and pepper them on both sides. And be good to go. Let's start with these guys here. Got my cookie sheet. All right. So I cut them long way like this. Gotta sharpen your knife, man. This is the trick there. So slab them in 2s, nice and cut in half. Nice fatties there. These will be good. I mean, two flats of steak here. I don't know how many pounds these are. Let's see here. This is roughly 4.5, 5 pounds a pack. So that's, probably 8 pounds once it's cooked. So it'll last. Should I eat 2 meals a day right now with this stuff? It's a pretty lean cut steak. A lot of people say that flank's leaner. Man, it just depends on the cut and the cow. I mean, I got a little bit of fat right there, but we chop that off when I'm eating it, so you're really not getting much. I mean, look at that. Got a slight little bit of marbling, but not bad at all. Probably one of my favorite cuts is the sirloin, all around. A little pricey these days, my gosh. But everything is. What are you gonna do? Man, these bad boys are fatties. Look at that. Love it. So normally I'll barbecue these like 2 or 3 minutes aside on medium high. Sears them real good. And when I go to make my meals, what we'll do is I'll slice them the other way in strips. Kind of do like a Korean, maybe Japanese style, sear it on the pan with maybe some peppers and onions, maybe just salt and pepper, maybe a little Korean barbecue sauce at times, who knows. Throw that over a fresh bed of rice. Probably one of my favorite meals. I mean, I do enjoy chicken, rice, and green beans with a little new sauce, but when it comes to steak, man, it's hard to beat it. Yeah, look at that fat that some bitch is. It's like a brick. So I don't like to stand out there all day at the barbecue, so I'll cut them in half like that. 2 nice pieces there. Then we'll get even salt and pepper on them on both sides. Let that sit for a little bit while I'm warming up the grill, and you should see these fillets. Those things are even fatter. And those fillets, Melissa eats about, her meals right now, I got her on 3.5 ounces, 2 eggs, and I think one of her meals is like 250, 280 grams of rice. I think she does that about once a day. Red meat. So this little pack here is 3.5 pounds. I might dabble in and get a couple of bites too, just because that shit's pretty damn good. But man, when you're eating like 9, 10 ounces of steak, sometimes the fillets every day, it's just too much. I mean, it's too much fat anyway, but so rich. I'm not complaining, but it just gets rich. So that's where look at the pile of this. It's a monster. So I'm gonna spread it out here on my cutting board. cookie sheet so I can salt and pepper the crap out of them. I love salt and pepper. We'll use Himalaya salt, and I need another tray. It's ridiculous. This is good. I usually do one at a time, but I've been busy lately. I'm tired of having to come in here and cook, so we'll do 2 at a time here. I gotta grab a plate, wash my hands real quick. But yeah, I'll cook up these 2 at a time. I'll probably take one of these after it's cooked and freeze it. Then all you gotta do is pull it out the freezer, let it thaw, and because I reheat everything and I usually end up searing it, you know, it still tastes pretty fresh. I mean, obviously there's nothing beats right off the grill, but you know, when you're eating 7 meals a day, it's a little bit time consuming. I gotta be efficient with this. I got clients to train, 2 facilities to maintain. So it's all about the effectiveness and the prep. But yeah, I made 3 whole plates here now. Got these fancy little automatic grinders so your wrists don't die. Get a 4-arm pump. They work pretty damn good. Got 1 for salt, 1 for pepper. And then I always add a little bit more when we cook. I like a lot of salt in my food. I mean, if it works, it works. Yeah. That could be boring to listen to, huh? Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, these things are like 25 bucks for the pair on Amazon. As soon as you turn them over, they turn on. Thought it was cool. I bought them about a year ago. Saved my carpal tunnel. We'll flip these bad boys over, and we'll go fire up the grill, get it fired up, warming up while I do her steaks. We'll see if we can fit all these on that new grill I built out there. I think it's badass though. It's got different little bays for each. I'll show you, different little bays for each one of them. So you could have veggies on one side of the low heat, still on the same grill, but the way the heat dividers are underneath, keep the heat separate. Cook 2 different styles of meat or veggies. Pepper takes way longer to grind. What are your guys' favorite cuts? Thinking, actually when I'm in prep, I like to do sushi refeeds, and sometimes I'll throw New York strip steak in there as well. But when it's just my everyday food, these sirloins, man, they're a ticket for me. All right, let's go turn that grill on, get it fired up. Be back in here to cut up these fillets and we'll get to crack. Got to take the grill cover off here. Pretty sweet little thing. Started it like 3 years ago. Just finished it like a month ago. Took me 4 hours to finish it. I was waiting like 2 years. You know, you get busy with the business. That's how it be. But I had to crack down, like, just get it done, man. But yeah, she's a beaut. Let's keep her shut here. Boom. Get that cranked up. Have a look, have a look, have a look. So each one of these got like a divider. So you can have this one on low. You have them all different heats, so you got each different little section. But pretty sweet. All right, back in, get the fillets prepped. All right. Let me grab another cutting board. Good thing we got a couple. All right, the fillets. Ooh, my goodness, these things are huge. Nice and fresh. You know, Costco has some of the best cuts. I mean, at least they're really consistent. Never really had a bad piece of red meat from there, but I guess I shouldn't speak too soon. You never know. usually what we eat for like our Thanksgiving dinners or Christmas, Easter. We'll just get fillets. But Melissa only eats such a little bit of red meat that she won't eat the sirloin. I mean, she does if it's the last resort, but she prefers these bad boys. A lot more marbling, very tender. I mean, you could literally just peel them apart by hand. Fucking delicious. Key of the sharp knife, folks. I sharpen mine probably every other time I do any cutting. That way you're not sitting here struggling the whole time. Use some fatties, geez Louise. That's like 1.25 inches each. Even thicker than the sirloins. Got the grill out there warming up, so these guys get on there, they're gonna be sizzling. Get this done quick like. That thing's like 4 inches thick, geez Louise. She likes them the same way, you know. Cook everything rare, and then when we go to reheat and warm them up, it doesn't go past like medium rare, medium, maybe at the worst. But I don't know what to think about them people that like steak burnt. It's not how you eat steak. I'm not sure like I like blue rare, but depends on the cut, I suppose. Like rare, medium rare, just the way to do it. Get all the flavors. Flip these guys over. And even that pack was huge. It's 3.5 pounds, just to give you a perspective on cost. You know, I don't know, it's fucking ridiculous. Like fucking $20 a pound, Jesus. It's way too much. But the princess, she gets what she gets, and she works hard for her money. So we gotta cook it up right, so we don't waste any. Nice thing about having big old bullies too, like all the cuts that we don't, all the trimmings, we don't waste any food around here. Like all the scraps from the chicken, all the fat that comes off of this. Those pups, man, they eat like kings and queens. You know, I always joke they're more spoiled than I was when I was a kid eating. Probably not far off though. All right, let's go see how that grill is. Fire this, get these things seared up, and keep moving forward. All right, it was only like 2 minutes. This thing's steaming hot. I'm just cleaning off some of the flavor from the last grill session. Yeah, man, that shit got hot. So I built this grill, but we piped it into natural gas. You never have to change propane tanks. It's the way to be. But there's the fillets. And we got all the sirloins. I'm not thinking it's all fitting on this grill. Let's check it out. Start with the sirloins. Alright. That's the sound you want to hear. A quick sizzle. Get that side in there. There we go. It's like a puzzle. Try to get it all in there. I mean, I've only cooked on this thing like 5 times. I haven't really found any uneven spots necessarily. It's new. It shouldn't have any uneven spots. At the high dollar grill, my gosh, that's warm. All right. No, not happening today, folks. We're gonna have to do the fillets next. Look how fat that is. Monster. Another one. Just barely, just barely. We get it in there? Come on. Yes, we can. All right, we're gonna start with that. Put the fillets back inside till we're ready here. Set the timer for 2.5 minutes. We'll be right back. And let's see how they are looking. So like right when they start turning just a little bit different color around the sides, I know that's when they're ready. Man, look how soft it is. Whew. Yep. Looking good. Start over here since that's where we started. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's how you break a grill in right here. Not bad at all. All right, another 2 minutes. We'll get the fillets. Right. Went ahead and got the fillets out here. You can kind of see the reflection. They're about ready to throw on. Got my Pyrex bowls. Man, it's the only way to go. What are these? 11, 5 quart, something like that. Plastic ones, no bueno. All right, so you got to remember, after you pull these off, they're still going to cook a little bit while they sit here. So get them off the heat quick. Put the thicker ones on the bottom. Kind of stagger them out a bit just so they kind of cool off and don't overcook. Man, good amount of beef. Yes. Oh yeah. See that? Made a little over 2 containers of these. Show you what we'll do with those next. Let's get these fillets on there. They're a little bit more delicate. A little fattier, so try to keep them together here. And look how thick those are, and that's after I cut them in half. Man. Come on now, there we go. Yes. Another 2.5 minutes there. I got those ready to go. All right, let's give her a little bit. We'll be back out. All right, see how we did. Oh yeah. Perfect. A little bit more fat, so you see a little bit of flame here and there. Nice. Probably only need one of those guys. We'll see. All right. Almost there. Shall we see the final product? Oh my. Got to remember, they're still going to cook a little bit. If you cook them where you want them here, and then put them in a pan, they're going to cook another, you know, if they were rare, they might go to medium rare. So, but yeah, they're soft and delicious. Oh, good. All right. Melissa's vitamins. But 2 things of sirloin, 1 a fillet. I was able to do the dishes in between sets of flipping steaks. And now we're gonna slice it a little bit up and show you how I do it. All right, got my scale here. I'm gonna weigh out, let's try. So these are fresh off the grill. I'm gonna grab a little bit more rare ones. Clear this out. Let's see, let me throw that in there. I'm having 9 ounces, so 11.5, a little heavy. Let's see what we do here. 9.6 by the time not so heavy. Boom. So this is how I like to do it. I strip them. Man, that is tender for a sirloin. I strip them like that. Still kind of warm. So you can see it's like medium rare right now. I don't know if you can see it from there. When it's fresh like this, I'll just throw it on rice and eat it because it's fresh, a little more salt and pepper. When I saute it, I'll strip it and make it a little bit smaller chunks like this. I'll show you what we'll do. We'll sear it real quick. Use a little crust on it that's just delish. We'll go from there. Nice, quick, and easy. So now that these are prepped, see, I get this towel here, that way all the shit doesn't get on the floor. I can just throw it in the laundry when I'm done. But now we got all these, 2 of these prepped. It does get a little bit of juice in the bottom. I'm normally dump that in the dog's food. They like that flavor. But one of those will go in the fridge if it's more than like 3 days. I don't want it sitting in the fridge kind of aging on me, so I'll throw it in the fridge or a freezer with one of them. But if it's within 3 days, 3 or 4 days, it's fine in the fridge. I just pull it out and I'll cut each piece. You know, if I make 2 meals for the day, I'll saute it like this, throw it in the meals, and have it for the rest of the day. Makes it easy. So, I mean, all in all, we spent maybe 20, 30 minutes total between washing dishes and prepping all this to have all the steak prepped for, you know, a good, I think it's probably a week. Chicken, another story. We'll do that on another vid. But stay tuned here. I'm going to get you over to the cooktop. All right. Fancy pan. Got the steak you can see right there. That's some crap on my hands here. So I already sliced that steak up. Got this pan, turn on high, get it cranking here. I like to use the extra virgin olive oil spray. Real quick like so. Let's let that heat up just a hair and then we'll toss it on there. I'm gonna grab the salt and pepper. Bada bing. Get that on there. Come on, heat up. Heat up. It's my food, I can use my hands. I'll spread this out a little bit. Still a little juicy, so like if I was eating 9 ounces, I might have put 9.5 in there because I know we're gonna cook a little bit of that out. I don't know if it's that big a deal. Just whatever you do, be consistent with it. That's how I've always done it. So get that on there. We should start here in a second. Now I like to add a little more salt and definitely more pepper. And this depends on where you're at in your season. Oh, you can hear it now, sizzling up a bit. Yeah. I'm gonna grab some rice over here, and then as it's a sizzling, maybe we can turn that thing around so you can see what I'm doing here. Bada bing. Always got a pot of rice on. I think we started this morning or last night, but I'll measure out the next meal's worth here. And then I'll throw that in the microwave so it's ready. But we do about a pot of this a day between Melissa and I, especially in the off season, maybe even more. And it's a 5-quart, what is it? A 10-quart, pretty big. 220 is close enough, right? All right, let's get back to that sizzle. Sizzle, there it is. My microwave's right there. So that's where the rice is going. And we'll do like a minute. See, that's already, oh yeah. Mix all that salt and pepper around. Because I like the heat really hot, so we're just searing it. So once the pan gets really warm, it doesn't have to sit there for too long. You can already see it. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? More salt and pepper, of course. You know, all in all, how much do I eat a salted meal? You know, it's roughly like 5 grams weighed when you weigh it. And I've been doing it long enough, I kind of got a good feel for how much it is. See, like, that's about ready. You don't want to overcook it. We just brought off the grill anyway, so it's already warm. So we're going to kill the heat. And I got 8 seconds left on that. rice, and then we'll be, oh, there it is. Now, I like pineapple, and I forgot that part, so we're gonna do that right now. It's actually on the diet as well. I buy the gallon size from Sam's Club, so I put them in these containers. But it's kind of like Korean style. I get about that much. So you can see it steaming up there. Let all these flavors mix around. Now turn the heat back on, let it warm up a little bit, since that was right out the fridge. Yes. And then, you know, it's off season. And this is what I like. Don't tell Blue. Let's do a little bit though. Just a skosh. It's a little bit of flavor. This is sesame seed and ginger with, it's a teriyaki sauce. When you brown all that in there, that's not actually browning, just searing it really. You can hear that. Well, I'm gonna do this. I usually do it the other way. But since it's toward the camera, let's see how much I can spill on the counter here. Oh, just a pineapple or two. We'll get it, we'll get it, we'll get it. Clean that shit up before Melissa gets home. Alright. One pineapple missed. Okay. And there we go. Want a little sesame seeds to doll it up a bit. Bam. Favorite meal. Favorite steak meal. Alright guys. Keep following us. I'm going to do a chicken one next. Chicken's boring, but we're still got to do it. Yummy, yummy, yummy.